Hi, my name is Nicola and I'm going to show you how to connect Easy Appointments plugin with Google Calendar. So I have my Google Calendar here and I want to connect the Easy Appointments to sync the calendar events from the Easy Appointments to calendar and another way around. So to do that, obviously you need to buy extension and install it. So here I already have the demo site with pre-installed Easy Appointments plugin and extension plugin. So after you install the extension plugin, you will see the additional menu option called Connect. So there you have the different settings for the things that you can use, like Twilio, SMS notifications, PayPal integration, WooCommerce, etc. So for the Google Calendar, you need to go to the Google tab and field settings that you see here. So first step is basically to create the API, to enable Calendar API on the Google. To do that, you need to go to this address and create a project if you don't have any. So here I have the test project, but in the case that you don't have the project, you can do that by clicking on the create project button. After that is done, open that project, and as you can see here, there is no enabled APIs. So first thing is basically to enable the Google Calendar API. As you can see, the Google provides a bunch of different APIs basically for any aspect of the Google business. Basically you can use to connect with mails, YouTube, etc. So we need to search for the calendar API. So here we filter out the Google Calendar API, and after clicking on it, you will see the enable button here. So let's enable it. Okay, after that is done, we can go to the credentials, and there you will see the consent screen and credentials tab. So first thing is to go to the consent screen, and basically there you will customize the screen that user will see after she or he click on the Authorize button. This is the one-time process, so basically you just place the name and other fields are optional. After that is done, you go back to the credentials, and there you need to click on the create credentials button and select the OAuth client ID. So you can choose here the different platforms, but we need to use the web application, and then there you can provide the name, and these two fields are really important. So first one is the origin, allowed origin that will be used. Basically it's the domain, your domain, that will be used for the authentication process. You can find those inside the extension settings. So here is the host, so just copy paste the host here, and there is a redirect section. So here you have to redirect address, so you need to copy paste both of them. Okay, let's do that. And after that is done, you will need to click on the create button. So nice, we now have the client ID and the secret. So but one notice here, when you click on the copy, you're going to copy that to the clipboard, but there is one thing that you need to know. It will add additional white space after and before the client ID, and will do the same for the secret. So when you paste the secret, you click on the show, remove the white space after and before the secret, and save it. Okay, let's refresh the page and see if those settings are saved correctly. Okay, there is no white space. So we can proceed. Once that is done, we have enabled our extension to connect to the Google Calendar, but the question is which calendar will be used. So we need a Google user which will provide access to his or her Google Calendar. So in order to authorize for the usage of those calendars, you need to click on the Authorize, and there will be a pop-up there from the Google. It's going to ask you first of all to choose the user. So this is my user, so I'm going to authorize, and here is asking, do you want this application to manage your calendars? Of course I want to do that, and by clicking allow, I basically store the token that is necessary to connect to my calendar. So here I have the calendar, and data that will be synced to that calendar is, actually that token will be allowing extension plugin to write to that calendar. So after that is done, the easiest test to see if everything is working fine is to add to the add calendar button, and there it's going basically to query the Google to see which calendar do I have in my Google account. So basically there are a couple of calendars, and I'm going to show you how to connect for instance the two different settings to two different calendars. So here you have the settings. So there are two locations, two services, and one worker. So I'm going to split location 1 and service 1 to one calendar, and location 2 and service 2 to second calendar. So let's do that. So here I'm going to add the advanced calendar sync option. So I'm going to select the primary calendar and use the primary calendar for the location 1, service 1, and only one worker that I have. And I'm going to use the test calendar for the location 2, service 2, and worker 1. And after that I need to click on the save button just to save the settings. So here I will use the primary calendar that I own for the location 1, service 1, worker 1, and the test calendar for the location 2, service 2, and worker 1. Meaning, if I go to my demo site and create location 1, select the location 1, select the service, let me see, there is a location 1 is not connected to the service 1. Let me change that one. So I'm going to the settings, select the connections. So I have location 2, okay. So let me alter this one, and I will select location 1 and save it, and just refresh the page. Okay, so after I select the location 1, I will choose the service 1, and for instance select the Monday, and that will be 10 a.m. and as you can see on the Monday, on the 10 a.m. I don't have any appointment, so I will create one. Okay, that is done. When I jump to the calendar, yeah, after the sync there is that event. So I'm going to use that for the creating appointment for location 2 and service 2. So let's select the location 2, service 2. I will also select the Monday and select 11 a.m. Okay, let's create that one. And that is done. And if I jump to the, okay, you can see the color is different because those are different calendars. So you can basically you can set up any type of calendars with any type of services, locations, and workers. So for instance, you can have the different calendars for the different workers, or different calendars for the different service types, or do any type of fine granular settings there. Also, if I create the event here in the calendar, it will sync back to the Easy Appointments. And basically that's it for this demo. Of course, I'm going to delete these credentials here, so you will not be able to use those data. And thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can write it down to the support forum